Thank you so much for joining us here at Lovely Being You. So I mentioned something about riding the bus in the past, but I think I probably need to revisit this one. You know, the front seats are really supposed to be reserved for the handicapped, the elderly, and women with children. And today I got on a bus and there was a woman who sat in the area where a woman had a stroller and she didn't want to wake her baby up. She was asking the woman to move and the woman said, no, you got enough space. But she couldn't pull the seats up to move the stroller and put it in place. So the bus driver asked the woman, could she remove herself and move to another seat? She said no. Now when the woman got on the bus, she didn't seem like she was in the best mood anyway. And sometimes we're not going to be in the best of moods. I mean, every day there's always going to be certain things that happen. You know, some days are going to be good, some days are going to be bad. But anyway, the woman, asked her nicely again. And she looked her in the eye and said no. And the woman didn't want to fight about it, but there were a lot of people in the back of the bus who were, very upset about this. And they voiced their opinions. And the woman didn't care. She just kept her back turned to everyone looking in the front. So the woman had to wake her baby up and sit in the seat and try to get her strollers closed up as best she could. And it was just so, sometimes when you see something, you really want to say something, but sometimes you really don't know how things are going to go. This woman looked like she was ready to fight, okay? So the problem here is that sometimes we're not as considerate of others as we should be. And I mean, this baby, there's a lot of people who were tired on the bus, going to sleep and everything. But after this, that baby kept everyone awake. So now everyone had to stay awake, and not anybody was, a lot of people were annoyed because now they didn't get the nice quiet that they had. The heat was on and it was toasty, it was perfect. But now that the baby's making all these sound effects and noise, everyone really was feeling the brunt of it. Sometimes we don't realize that how we affect other people. And sometimes you're not going to be as considerate as others, or others are not going to be considerate of you. In this case, we see that the woman was not considerate. And who knows what she was going through. But let us keep that in mind. The front seats are really reserved for the elderly, the handicapped, and the women with children. So let us remember that when it's time for someone to come and sit, and maybe they might need that seat. And you just remove yourself nicely and move to another seat, because this is reserved for them. Thank you so much for joining us. Lovely being you.